Hello. So, I cut my bangs. Woo. Yeah, I like them. And when I say I cut my bangs, I mean I watched a few videos on YouTube on how to cut my bangs, and I really like the results. I'm feeling a 70s vibe this season. Anyways, in my last video, I said that I would do like a ghost story. So here goes. I was on a production shoot. It was like a week long gig, and they set us up in this gorgeous hotel. Ah, it's the nicest hotel I've ever stayed in. The nicest that's been updated. They got me a suite. I'm like, oh my gosh, all this for me. So when you enter the hotel room, there's a living room, a separate living room. There's, fireplace, and then, you know, there's French doors. So you open those French doors, and then it leads to the bedroom. And the bedroom has a four-poster bed frame, and with like curtains around it, and it's very luxe. The wall is in front of the bed. There's like lots of drawers. There's tons of drawers all over this wall, and then like two closets. That French door closets, and then in the bedroom, leads to the bathroom. The bathroom's huge. It's the size of the bedroom. Yeah, actually. There's a big soaking tub, and I'm like, you'll be utilized later. I love baths. And then there's two giant vanities. And then one of the vanities, the one that I primarily used, was facing the wall that, to the bedroom. So I could see the doorway whenever I look into the mirror. I could see like my bedroom, basically. Not all of it, but, I can see part of it. And then there's a separate room for a shower. It has a glass door, but it's a separate little room. And then there's a separate room for the toilet. Again, a glass door. You open the glass door, the light pops on. Yeah, and it's just this. To me, it was a very, very nice room. Um, so I unpack, and then I go downstairs and meet with the crew, and we discuss the week ahead and whatnot. So later at night, I go up to my room, and I kind of feel like a dizzy feeling, like a little spiral feeling in the center of the bathroom only. And I'm like, well, I'm tired. I had to travel to get there. I had to unpack. You know, meeting all these people. Yeah, it was a big day. Yeah, so I didn't invest too much into it. So I get ready. Actually, take a nice bath that night, and then I'm like la la la, and the bathroom or the light in the toilet room flickers on, and I'm like, maybe it's the steam from the the tub. I'm taking a very hot bath. Maybe the steam transferred over to the other side of the room. I don't know. Um, Whatever. I'm staying in a nice place. I'm not gonna get creeped out. So I go to sleep. Next morning, 6 a.m. ish. I'm getting ready. I'm washing my face, and I look up into the mirror, and then at the doorway, I see something kind of like walk by, and I'm like, it's obviously too early for housekeeping. And then so I look, and I'm like, well, maybe it's just the curtains that are on the poster, the bed poster, and maybe like a light hit it. I'm like trying to rationalize everything as I'm getting ready to start the day. Um, so it's a good day. Fast forward 10 hours, it's nighttime, and I'm getting ready, and I feel that dizzy feeling in the center of the bathroom again. I'm like, maybe there's like some kind of electricals underneath there. I don't know. And then again, the the room with the toilet, the light flickers on, and I'm like, it's just the condensation, messing with the electricals. But again, goes through, goes by the doorway again. I'm like, whatever at this point. Third day, get ready. Same thing in the morning. You know, something brushes by the doorway, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm getting ready for work. And yeah. So later that night on the third day, I go up to my hotel room and the door's ajar. And I'm like, okay, maybe, housekeeping left it open. Because this is it's like a boutique hotel, so it's not like there's like lots of people going through, and for the most part, it's just us there. So I'm like, okay, so I inspect the room. I'm like, all right, no one's here. Good. So I lock the door, and I go to the restroom, and I'm like, again with a dizzy feeling. And so I start washing my face, and then I look up at the mirror, and then I see, shoo, but this time it looked like a physical being in my room, and I freak out because the door was ajar when I first arrived to the room. Someone's in my room. Someone hid in my room, and I'm like freaking out, and I'm like trying to be calm. I'm like, okay, what is this? So I'm like freaking out, but I'm staying calm. And I open up, well, at first I check the door to make sure that it's, closed and locked. But then I open up all the drawers, in the bedroom. I'm looking through all the curtains. I look in the closets. I look behind the couch. I'm searching any place someone might be able to hide. And no one's there. No one. Nothing's disturbed. No one's there. I'm freaking out. And I'm like, okay, I got a ghost. I got a ghost. And again, with the light at the toilet and the dizziness, I'm like, I'm here. I'm staying. I'm getting ready and I go to bed and I'm like sleeping underneath the covers. I'm like, please don't scare me. Not while I'm like in bed. I'm trying to go to sleep, please. Next morning, same thing. I'm like, okay. And so I see the rush by the window, not the window, the door again, and I just acknowledge her. I could see her dress this time. It was like a big poofy dress, you can kind of like feel the energy out. So I was like, okay, hello. Good morning. I don't mean any disrespect. I'm here for a week. I know you're here. You scared me. Please don't do that at nighttime. I'm gonna leave the room alone all day. Have at it then. So, midday, I have a nice little break and I go upstairs and there's 3 housekeepers in my room, I guess like one for each section of the suite. And so I'm like, hey, sorry, I'm gonna, I don't have anywhere else to go. So I'm like, do your thing, but tell me about these ghosts. And one was quiet, was like, no. And then another one, she was like, oh yeah, there's ghosts, but don't worry about them, pay them no mind, you can say hello, but carry on with your business. Don't, they're not gonna hurt you. Like, it made me feel good and like calmer in a sense that I was getting confirmation. Like, no, there is ghosts here. Next day, morning at breakfast, I'm with the crew and I'm like, tell me about your guys' ghosts. They all had a ghost experience. I'm like, okay, so it's not just happening to me. It's the place. It's a beautiful place. It's a historic place. It's you know what? The place is way too nice to be scared off. That's true. It's way too nice. So we all laugh about it and carry on. The final day, because I'm cool with my ghost now. I'm like, hi, we greet each other. We get ready in the morning. So, but on the last day, I'm having breakfast, and the producer, she looks so distraught, and I'm like, you know, like, hey, is everything okay? So she had a very like negative encounter with her ghost in her, you call that a suite when it's that big? So, and she was up since like 3 a.m. that morning. So, looking around, I'm like, everyone had a nicer suite than I did, and I'm like, I liked my room. I liked my ghost. It's worth it for me. Will I go back to this hotel? Yes, I would love to go back. I would request that same room. Say hello to my ghost. I believe in ghosts. I've had experiences at other hotels, like historic hotels, so I just never had one this bold, you know, when traveling. So that's my ghost story. Let me know any ghostly encounters you've had. I've been experiencing stuff like this since I was a child, so I feel like I'm pretty cool with ghosts for the most part. Yeah. All right. Take care.